How are you? Are you feeling okay? No? Well, in this video, I want to talk about why it's okay not to be feeling okay. Hi, my name's Kristin Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women over 50 who are getting happy and growing younger. Something I think is quite lovely, actually. You know, at the moment, whenever you ask someone or someone asks you, how are you? We genuinely mean it. We genuinely mean it. I think that's lovely. Now, as I say, you might not be feeling okay at the moment. I mean, let's face it. Our lives have been completely turned upside down, on their heads, inside out, whatever you want to call it, over a period of 6 weeks. And everything that we felt sure about all of a sudden is shaky. And so I think this causes genuine worries and concerns. I mean, if you have come through this so far without having major worries and concerns, I think it might be an idea to check your pulse. And I include myself in that too. And, you know, I think the fact that it's not your fault that this has happened and that you are not in control of the consequences of it is a huge concern to some people. And also the uncertainty. The uncertainty is something that we all struggle with. Uncertainty causes real anxiety. Even now, when we're beginning to see a light at the end of the tunnel, here in the UK, and I believe in many states in the US, we're being allowed out to play a little bit more, just a tiny little bit more. And even that's kind of awkward. I finally got to see one of my sons today. We're allowed to drive somewhere to walk, and as we were driving somewhere to walk, we stopped at where he lived, got out of the car, he stood at the door, and we kind of talked from there. But the immediate kind of response is to go and hug, and we ended up doing like a virtual hug from 6 feet away or however long it was. You know, those kind of things, we've got a lot to learn about how we're going to start greeting each other. In that sense, so even that, although it was lovely to see him, it was a little bit stressful that I couldn't just go and hug and hold him. So there's all of these concerns and all of these things happening, and we are seeing that little light at the end of the tunnel, but we don't know what our new version of normal is going to be. As I've said many times, I hope we don't go back to what we called normal before, but there will be a version of it, and we're not sure how we're going to present or act in that case either. We're going to have to work on a day-to-day basis to work all of these things out. And so what I'm saying to you, it might only be now that you can see there might be some road through this, that you starting to feel irritated or in a bad mood or upset or sad or any of those emotions. Remember, the darkest hour truly is before the dawn. So remember that if you do start to feel out of sorts and, kind of thinking to yourself, why am I feeling like this now? Why am I feeling like this now? I think the thing is, I suppose what I'm saying is I'm giving you the permission to be human. You are in the middle of a crisis and you are surviving. You are surviving. This is what it is to be human. And, with all of the emotions and anxieties that come along with that, it's perfectly normal. So I'm giving you the permission not to feel okay at the moment. And I think the trick is not to beat yourself up about it. People do say, why am I feeling like this now? I feel this way, I'm not sure why. This is why, all of these things can be accumulative. You've been trying to deal with it for so long, and then it can build up, and now you can start to feel bad, I guess is what I'm saying. The other thing is, please do not, the thing is to accept your feeling the way you are. Just accept it. This is a great, great tip for you. Don't try to fight the feelings that you're feeling, whatever they are. Accept them. This is how I'm feeling, and it's okay to be feeling this way. The other thing is, don't be tempted to put on a show of bravado. I think there's nothing worse than seeing someone and, when you know the situation and you say, how are you? And they constantly say, oh, I'm good, I'm fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Okay, if it is fine, if everything is fine, fair enough. But if it isn't, don't feel that you have to say that. Express your feelings to someone. You don't have to do that in a complaining way. If that's what you're concerned about, you can just express the way you're feeling. Right now, I'm feeling a little bit sad because whatever, or not even because. You don't have to justify the way you're feeling. Write it down. If you haven't yet watched the video on writing in a journal, please watch that. It will help you. Write it down. I'm feeling sad because I'm feeling angry because. Very often naming the feeling helps you. And then ask yourself, what do I need right now? What do I need in this moment to make me feel better? And incidentally, another good thing for you to do is to make a list of those things. So that next time, make a list of things that have made you feel better this time, so that you can come back to them and actually do them again. And then, if you feel like sitting down and watching Netflix all day long, guess what? You can sit down and watch Netflix all day long. Who's stopping you? Why should you feel bad about that? Why should you feel bad about it? And yet I know from numerous conversations that I've had, people do feel bad about doing things like that. Again, I'm giving you permission to sit and watch Netflix all day. That might be what you need right now. And then when you've done that, then you can show up a little bit more, or show up in the world a little bit more of the way you would like to. But until then, ask yourself, what do I need right now to feel better? And then do it. Give it to yourself. Be kind to yourself. If ever there was a time for you to listen to this and act on it, it's now. Be kind to yourself. As I say, you are going through a crisis and you are surviving. You need and you deserve kindness and compassion. Give it to yourself right now. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. And remember to hit the bell so you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. I'm going to leave a link down below to my Facebook page, because some of you said you didn't get the Facebook Live because you didn't know where to go to hear it. So check in on the link below, the Facebook link I'm going to put down below, and you'll find out then whenever I'm going to pop up and be live and talk to you in the here, in the here and now. And until I see you next time, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we are getting happy and growing younger. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you next time.